Guys, welcome to the channel. It's another day with FelloF. All right, remember I promised to get you a video about Fibonacci, about the Fib tool, and this is the video. I'll teach you how to set up your Fib and also how to use your Fibonacci. So if you're new to the channel and maybe you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel so that whenever I drop a new video, you get notified. So what is your Fibonacci? I don't really care about the definition or whatever. What we care most about is how to use it, okay? If you want to know what the Fibonacci is, you can do your research. This is not a channel where we do definition of terms. This is where we actually break down the charts. So the first thing you need to do is go to where you have your tools on the left side of your PC. If you're using a smartphone, I have a video on this on smartphone, so you can as well check the video on how to use TradingView. Okay, so I'll also give you a complete video on how to use TradingView on your computer. All right, so make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you receive notifications whenever I drop a video. So you come here where you have GAN. When you just come with your arrow, you see where you have these lines. So here you have GAN tools and Fib tools, GAN and Fib tools. So you have Fibonacci retracement, you have trend-based Fib extension, you have Fib channel, you have Fib time zone, you have Fib speed resistance. So there are so many Fibs, but what we'll be using is the Fib retracement tool. Okay, the Fib retracement tool. So once you click on it, it comes like this. So you have to click twice. Okay, once you click the first time, you have the opportunity, the potential or the ability to move it up or down depending on the trend. All right, now you click the second time, automatically it stays on the chart. Okay, so now look on the right, you see so many numbers. You have negative 61.8, you have negative 27, you have 0, you have 23.6, you have 38.2, you have 50.00. So these numbers are numbers that I put personally. Okay, so some people just have the 0, you have 100, and they have 50. It all depends on you. So these are the levels I use, and I will show you on the charts exactly how to use these levels for your analysis or for your entries or for your entry confirmations. Okay, so this is a whole strategy of its own if you want it, and you can also use it as a confluence. So for you to set up your Fibonacci, the first thing you should do is, let me show you exactly what we have here. Okay, let me see. Good. So you click on settings. Okay, once you click here on the Fib, you come to where you have settings. You click on settings. You have where you have coordinates, you have visibility. Okay, so for the visibility, these are the settings. Okay, so you can take a screenshot of what you see here. For the coordinates, it's normal. This is what you can also put. Okay, good. Take a screenshot and set up your own if you want to use the same thing I have. Now this is where I'll take my time. Good. You see the colors, I decided to use what you see here, but you can as well change the colors to whatever you want. Okay, you can change the colors to whatever you want. So I chose to use one color. Okay, so you can use red, and if you use red, you see everything is red, but that's not the color I want. So I rather choose the color you saw me using. Okay, so something like this. I don't know, is that what I was using? Let me use this. Okay, so that is it. Okay, now continue noticing this. Continue noticing this. Take a screenshot of everything you see here, because this is what you need. Okay, start from here, take a screenshot. Okay, so you can watch the video over and over again and just copy everything you see here and put on your own if you want to use the same same levels I use. Okay, now let me guide you on how to use the Fibonacci on the charts. Now that you already know how to set your Fibonacci, the next step is to be able to use Fibonacci on your charts. as a conference or a strategy for you to make money. I know you're here to learn how to use and make money. So let's take, for example, an uptrend, okay, where price is creating higher highs, higher lows, higher high, higher low, higher high. Okay, now how do we use our Fibonacci? It's simple. Let's take, for example, this is the first move that you noticed. You know, I always love this. We were first in a downtrend, creating lower highs and lower lows, and automatically price did this. Okay, now what are we expecting? A pullback, right? We're expecting a pullback. And first, you mark out your break off, your change of character, right? This is your change of character. And this is the lowest point price created, okay? I always love to mark this area too. So I mark this as the lowest point price got to. Take good note because this is very important, okay? If you want to become a profitable FIB trader, you need to understand this. This is the lowest point price got to. Mark it out. This is the highest point. This is the break of structure point you had. Okay, now, what do? You don't just place a FIB. You wait until price start doing something like this. Price stops here, and you see price start coming down. When price starts coming down, that's when you take out your FIB. You don't just take out your FIB when price is still rising. So, you click on your Fibonacci. Since it is an uptrend, you take it from the lowest point price got to the highest point price got to before the retracement. That's why we call it the FIB retracement tool. And if you want to shift it to the left, just click on this part and shift. Okay, left or right. Okay, so you keep the 0 on the highest point and the 100 on the lowest point. And now, what are you expecting? You are expecting price to pull down into any of these levels, but price should not go below the 100 level, because if price goes below the 100 level, it means the trend has changed. So the deeper the pullback, the better the entry. Okay, so you don't take any trade at above 50%. Okay, so you have the 23.6 retracement level, which is, some people trade from there, but I don't trade. The 38.2, people trade from there, but I don't trade. I wait for high probability, and high probability setup starts from 50% retracement, 61.8% retracement. These are the levels I love to buy from, okay? Because price rarely comes to 78.6 levels, but it comes at times, okay? But if price gives me a confirmation around any of these levels, between from 50, 61.8 and 78.6 levels, I get my entry. And when price comes down to maybe close to 100, I still get a confirmation, I will enter. But the only place I will not enter is if price breaks below, or if price stops at 38.2. Okay, those are the levels I will not take an entry from. So now let's say price gets to 61.8. okay, now I get my entry confirmation at this level. What do? What's my target? Now these extension levels where you have negative 27 extension, negative 61.8 extension, these are levels where price, we are expecting that price will get to before giving us the next pullback. Okay, so if you want to be conservative, you always target negative 27 extension. But if you want to be aggressive, or maybe you want to be greedy at times, you can target this negative 61.8. okay, so this is what you expect. So let's say price came down and you got your entry confirmation here. Okay, the best place to put your stop loss is below this 100 level, because price might still want to come down before going up. And then if you target this level, you have a 1:2, or this, you have a 1:3. It all depends. It might give you more, it might give you less, depending. And if you have more confluences, that's where you realize. If you have watched the video I spoke about sniper entries, I believe the link will be below this video, where you can get sniper entries. And when you see a sniper entry confirmation, you realize that you have a tighter stop loss, and that's where you have a 1:6 risk to reward ratio, 1:10, 1:15, because you understand how to spot confirmations on the chart. Okay, so this is for an uptrend scenario. Now let's take a downtrend scenario, okay, where price is creating, let's say price was creating higher highs, higher low, and yeah, is that it? Higher high, higher low, yes, something like this. And eventually price came down, took out this low. Okay, what do we do? The first thing we mark out is our break of structure or our change of character level. Okay, once you mark out your change of character, what else do you mark? I always tell you, mark out the highest point price got to. So many people don't, but I love to mark it out so that you should know exactly what you are into. Okay, you know you are not expecting price to pull below this zone. And what do? You wait until price start giving you a confirmation that it's about to start coming back, start giving you a pullback. I believe you must have watched the video I spoke about pullbacks. So go watch the video if you have not watched. The links are in the description. Okay, I have a complete series for beginner traders, how to trade Forex in 2026. Just go through that series and you'll be able to make so much money from this market, okay, from the financial market. Let's keep it going. Once you see price start giving you this pullback, what do? That's where you take your Fibonacci. Like I said, in a downtrend scenario, you start from the top, okay? You take from the highest point price got to down to where price stopped at the lowest point price stopped at. Okay, so that's where you have your 0.00 level and 100 level. Now you realize that we now have an inverse of what we had in an uptrend. The negative levels are down and the levels are up. So now if price stops at negative at 23.6 level, you don't trade. I don't personally take a trade based on my strategy. It's not valid. 38.2 is not valid. 50% valid. 60% valid. 78.6% valid. Even close to 100% valid. But if price breaks above, then we've had a change of trend. We don't take a trade according to our Fibonacci system. Okay, now once price gets to this point, what do? Wait for our entry confirmation and then we take our sell. Okay, if you want to be conservative, you target this level. Okay, some people just target where price started, but I always love to target my extension levels. Okay, I'm very confident, especially when the trend just starts. Okay, and the best place to place your stop loss if you want to be conservative is few pips below. And if you want to, maybe if you have watched the video I spoke about, the sniper entry video, then you'll be able to know where to catch a good move and you'll be having 1:6 and more. You get? So that's it for the downtrend, guys. All right, now let's visit the chart and see. I will not make the video too long, so we'll just see what we have on the chart. We don't go far, we do it where we are on the chart, okay? We do it where we are. So look at this. This is a little uptrend. This is GBP AUD. I have not gone back in time. This is the current price chart. All right, I'm doing this on the 17th, or this is the 16th of July 2026. See, this is live chart. Price is moving, so I'm not going back in time to show you. We are doing it live. Okay, so we're creating lower lows and lower highs. And what happened? This is it. We're creating lower lows, lower high, lower low. And what happened? Eventually, we took out this high, okay? And now, once we took out this high, what did I say? In an uptrend, you take your Fibonacci from the lowest point, which is here, to the highest point, which is here, and you draw it across, okay? And look at it. Where did price get to? Somewhere close to 61.8 retracement level. So it came all the way deep into my 50% retracement level. Okay, now if you have watched my sniper entry strategy, you have your entry somewhere around here and your stop loss somewhere around here, and then you can target this level or you target the extension level, negative 27 extension level. Okay, you see, price did not get to your negative 61.8. That's why I keep saying don't be greedy. Accept your profit on the first level. This is a 1:5. Okay, this is the first scenario. Let's take the next one. Like I said, mark out your break of structure. Where's your break of structure? This was the first change of, this was our change of character. Let me come, okay, yeah. This was our change of character, right? And now, after this, what happened? This becomes our new low, okay? This becomes our new low, and this becomes our new break of structure. You get? Okay, now, price stopped here. So you take price from the lowest point to the highest point and you pull it to the right, okay? And what did price do? Price came deep into our 61.8 retracement levels, close to our 78.6. That's why I said price can at times come here, but not all the time, all right? So it came close. And what do? You catch your buys, okay? You catch your buys. And if you know a sniper entry, you place it and then you target your extension. See, you guys might think I'm just saying this. Let's go. I have a couple of trades on GBP AUD that I took. Let's see if we can see any of them on the chart. This is what I was expecting, a pullback. This is my Fibonacci on it, okay? I caught some trades. I believe you can see. You'll see. Let me see. If you've been watching me back to back, you must have been seeing all this shit. This is it. This is the one we are currently on right now, okay? This is it. So this is a 1:11 risk to reward. Why? Because I understand sniper entries. I understand what I'm doing, okay? We almost got stopped out, but we didn't. Oh, we were not stopped out. All right, guys. So once you have your confirmation, you enter. And you see here we had a clean 1:7 at our first extension level. You see, if you were greedy enough to place at the second, price did not get there. That's why you don't need to be greedy. Always accept your profits. All right, guys, if this video has helped you in any way, do not forget to show some love by subscribing to the channel and turning on the notification bell so that I receive notifications for every new video that I drop. Love you guys. And if you want to be part of my free community, the links are in the description. I always forget to tell you that, but you can always join. And if you want to be close to me, my WhatsApp number is also in the description. Hit me up, I will relate. Okay? Love you all. See you on the next video, guys.